Happy Sunday morning, search fans. We're off again. Now, I'd just like to point out, I've been watching some videos by my friends, the Aussie beach hunters. And bless them, they make some lovely videos. They've got miles and miles of golden sand. And they're moaning at the moment, bless them. They're moaning because it's their winter. And I must admit, the skies over there, golden sands, are a bit gloomy. Well, I'd just like to point out, Aussie beach hunters, here you go. This is the height of British summer. It is July, the end of July. There we go. I don't think you've got any room to complain, have you guys? Right, I'll see you on the first hole. Watcher chaps, well, for the superstitious guys amongst you, this has been row number 13 and it's been awful. An awful lot of rubbish, not much worth recording. I've just had these two out. This I thought was something exciting. Turns out it's a button. But I think there is some form of motif or something on there. Worth a clean, we'll give that a clean and we'll talk about that back at the ranch. And this has just come out, which I thought, what on earth is that? It's no stuff. It's got a pattern on it. That seems to be glazed or enamelled, or I don't think the metal's any, well, the metal's not any good, is it? It's nothing, but it's kind of domed, glassy enamel top with a kind of green hue. No idea, no idea. We'll have a look at that later and see what we think. Right, crack on. Well, I've got something that's made me stop and put my glasses on. Not too sure it's designed to be like that, I would have said. Is it an old key or something? Slightly curved, but that could have been what's happened to it in the ground. I don't know. Don't know what that is. It's another one we're going to have to investigate. At least I've got something to do later on. Well, I've got a Grand Prix and an FA Cup semi-final, to be quite honest, later on. So, and Mrs. Wife is making me a lovely roast dinner as we speak. So, hey, things aren't that bad. You know what I mean? Things are okay. Mystery object. Ta-da! Well, we've had a horse's head, Victorian lead toy thing. We've had the Headless Horseman, Victorian lead toy thing. And now we've got a pair of legs. Lead, quite old because they're hollow. So there's a bit of age to them, but I mean, that just about sums up today. It really does. A pair of hollow legs. That's what my mum used to say about me when I used to eat all the biscuits. Got hollow legs. So now I have got some hollow legs. Fantastic. Well. Stumped. When it first came out, I thought it was a rolled up moo tube. Yeah, but yeah, it's one of the old medicine things they used to give to the cattle and the sheep. But I'm no idea. Does it sit like that? Then that bit's rounded, so why would it sit like that? Well, that's a weird one. Any ideas? Let me know. Because I don't know. I don't know. Now, the rain's just starting to come in. It has been a pretty miserable day, I won't lie. There's my bag, just there. It's the end of the row. So it really was the last hole. And look, you couldn't make it up. I'll try and focus. Don't think it's a hammered. There is some detail on it, which will take some cleaning up back at the ranch. But judging by the patina and everything else on it, I say we've got a silver. The very last time. There's something on it, I don't know what. We'll give it a clean up back at the ranch and see what it is. See if it's worthwhile showing you. The last hole. How about that? Couldn't make it up, could you? Right, I'm getting out of the rain now. See you later. Right, it's a bit drizzly, it's a bit awful. There you go, that's a July in England. Gotta love it, don't you? Right, there's the amount of scrap that we dug today. Lots and lots of lead. Don't know why. That end of a whistle, do you think? Something like that? I mean, that's obviously meant to be there, isn't it? I mean, that hole, it's obviously meant to be there. That's all the scrap. And there are all the things that, well, there's a lead disc there. I mean, it's probably a dress weight or something pointless like that. No idea, probably the percussion end of an old cartridge maybe. Some legs, my old glassy thing. Let me clean up that button, see if there's a motif on it, and my one silver. They're the bits that I'm going to clean up. All of that's going into the bottom of my bag and then into the various scrap buckets indoors. Right, that's me. I'll give this lot a clean up and see if there's anything worth reporting later. See ya back at the ranch. What's guys, back at the ranch. We've had a cursory clean up of some of our items today. Didn't get anything off the old stud with the enamel on it. I would have said that was a copper alloy, but you can see it's flared at the end there. It was definitely a stud, like a cufflink or something like that. There's our hollow cowboy's legs. Once upon a time in the West, eh? Not too sure about this. I thought it was a maybe one of the old spurs from the cockfighting era, but it could be an old key. But I think it's deliberately bent, and that's the thing that confuses me. I'm going to do some more investigating about that. A button from the Light Dragoons. It says 23 on it, so that's 23 a foot, I believe. Now, I asked on one of my forums for help identifying this, and you know what? We actually do think it is. There was a big handle on here, and it's an antique pie cruster. Puts the patterns around the edge of your pies. You crimp your pie, you go la 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 la. So I might give that to Mrs. Wife, so next time she's making a pie, we can have a pretty edge around it. That's what's come back so far, and we found some photographs, and yeah, that's what it seems to be. It's a puts fancy edges on your pies, or back in the Victorian day. Quite what it's doing in the middle of an orchard. Maybe they're making an apple pie. Who knows? And the silver coin that came up last. I'll see if I can get some focus on it. There we go. It's a Young Head Victoria. It's an 1851 3pence, pure silver, and that's just come up. That's just my old spit and silver paper cleaning method, and look how that's come up. I mean, you saw that was black as the aces. Well, it was nasty, wasn't it? There we go. So there you go, not a bad day. And we finish with her ladyship there. See you next time, guys. Ta-da.